Hi, I'm Sandra Cinq-Mars, and I'm from Quebec City. And I'm here to tell you today about how I came to create the Get Into Gear process. I was a sales manager in Toronto, trying to create the life of my dream. I really wanted to be my own boss, so I wouldn't have to be stuck in a job where I didn't feel fully fulfilled. I wanted to be able to live wherever I wanted without worrying about money, and I could create my own schedule and spend as much time as I wanted with my family. The thing is that I was leaving my job with no savings and no guarantee I would find clients. That meant I wasn't able to live wherever I wanted without worrying about money, let alone creating my own schedule and spending more time with family. And to make things worse, I felt terrible because I had already left 4 jobs in the last 4 years. And what made me feel bad about the situation is that I didn't want to start my own business, try it for a couple of months, and then if I fail, tell all my friends and family that I failed and that I had to find another job a few months after I went on my own. So I really felt like I was trapped. The problem was that I came back from a fantastic 1-week vacation in San Francisco, and I just couldn't stand to go back to working 60 hours a week, not having time to travel for another 6 months. I just wanted to start my business now, work with clients remotely, and travel to South America, which meant that I really needed to find a way to work as a freelance consultant, which means finding a way to make it all work in this new entrepreneurial lifestyle. Then, as if by chance, something amazing happened. That's when I spoke with 2 of my friends who've been working on starting their own nutrition practice for the last 6 months, but without having any clients. And this opportunity was all about bringing my sales, marketing, and coaching experience to help them to generate income so they could see themselves live from their talent and passion in the long term. So it was now crystal clear that to help them was to create an organized plan of actions to have them go from having their business that wasn't successful as it could be to creating a plan to having them get customers and not having to think about going back to a safe 9 to 5. Because I saw that I could put all my finance knowledge that I've learned in university, my startup experience that I had while taking part in an elite entrepreneurship program in Toronto, and my 4 years of sales and coaching experience all together. I also learned that quitting your job is not the hard thing to do, even though it was one of the scariest decisions I've ever made. I learned that what's really hard is making sure that you keep your talent and you're able to have a set, clear plan of actions, look at what skills you're missing to run your business, and understand the time that it will take and the finance and the money that it will take to live comfortably from your client. So that's when I quit my job in 2017. And after working with my friend, and I started to work with my friends as a consultant. So suddenly I was free. I was delivering a service that was allowing me to have money in my pocket. So I left Toronto to go travel to Mexico, Colombia, and Peru for 8 months. And that's when I realized that the secret to creating the life of my dreams was not to go get another job, but actually have a clear plan of actions to secure more clients so I wouldn't have to worry about how I would pay my bills. My plan was to start creating sales and financial plan in order to get my friends from having no clients to being able to live from their business idea. So I started to define what was their personal and business objectives so that they could see their service business as a sustainable long-term strategy for their life. But we didn't stop there. We then packaged their service into products for profitability. We took a deep look at who would be selling to and what financial plan did they need to create the sales required to live from that. And after that, we work on their branding, develop different scenarios, depending on the amount of services they would be selling on a monthly basis, and develop a clear plan of actions on how they would split their time between personal and business goals. But there was still a problem. I was living the life of my dream to work and travel the world. I was helping people to grow their business, but my role was much more doing the strategies like an employee of them instead of transferring my knowledge so they could be on their own within a few months. I became an additional monthly expense instead of an on-demand partner whenever they needed my help to give them a boost to thrive in their new entrepreneurial life and help them to take actions every day to keep their sales momentum. So we ended up seeing that the initial plan was not working. So with their feedback, I decided to create a 1-month process that would teach practical sales, financials, and marketing skills and productivity practices so they could implement them ongoingly without my help. I called it the get into gear process. And I thought if I can create something that would make it possible to give a clear set of actions to take their current freelance or business situation and have them change their routine into a successful one within 1 month, I'd be really happy. So after 1 month that I spent tweaking all my past experiences into one condensed process and focusing 7 days a week on how this program would work, I created the Get Into Gear process. I can now work with people offering all kinds of services and give them the confidence and business practices to be free and turn their entrepreneurial lifestyle into a sustainable long-term strategy for their life. And as a result of all of this, I help multiple entrepreneurs at a time in Canada, in the US, in South America to go from making $0 per month to more than $10,000 on their own business, having a clear set of actions, and they can spend now more time with their family and travel the world or do whatever they feel like. So after creating the Get Into Gear process, I was not only able to go back to being an activator and a teacher, I was also able to stop worrying about how I felt trapped in the multiple jobs that I've had, because now I know that I deliver a service to others, focusing on my strength and doing what I love on a daily basis. And in the end, all of this means that I'm now able to spend more time with my family and friends now that I'm running my own business than in the last 10 years altogether. So if anything of this, you relate to it or you would like to talk more, you can schedule a call with me or comment, and I'll love to connect with you more. Talk to you soon.